Welcome back to Empire Total War, the Wallachia campaign. Thanks for the kind compliments again, or comments, saying how much you enjoyed the campaign. It's looking interesting, and the idea about attacking Sweden, perhaps I might go for Denmark for... Oh, in fact, Sweden have got Denmark anyway, so yeah, it is a good idea, I think, to take Sweden around there. That would be good. It really depends on how these middle European countries are going to behave, doesn't it? Anyway, I've decided that I'm going to try and knock out Britain all in one incredible sucker punch, which means I'm going to avoid these guys altogether. Anyway, one thing I've found out, looking in here, don't know why I double click that, the ministers, have a look at him and have a look at that. There you go. Now I could do that with all of them, and you can have a look through them in the same way that I have, looking at those, these, and these. You have to consider, any sort of followers that they've got as well. Anyway, I've had a look at this guy here, and I think he's interesting. Again, I'll hover over all it. I've looked at all these in detail, and I'm going to swap these over. Yep. Now, oops, hang on, that doesn't seem to be working for me. What's happened? He seems to have disappeared altogether, doesn't he? My phone was going there, but it's alright. I think someone else has got it. In fact, I know someone else has got it. Right, now if you remember, London could not be taxed. Well, now it can. And the reason why it can be taxed, I was hoping that would work, is basically because I haven't got that minus from the Chief Minister. So that's good. We're up and running with that one. Now, the other thing that I wanted to do was, because I've looked around other places as well, is Algiers, which is, I don't know, not far away from here. I don't think it's this far over. I think it's more this way, isn't it, Algiers? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay, here's another one that's not been taxed. I've checked them all out, by the way. I thought, oh, hang on, there's another one, and there's another one. You see, 629. It's now doing really, really well for itself. So that was really, really silly not taxing that place. Over in Sardinia here, I found out that that this place is doing okay now. So I've decided to get a town hall, something that I can spend my money on, and I think it's going to be a good thing to do. Now, in terms of building things, I thought Palestine as well. Now Palestine at first, if you remember, was quite poor, but for many turns it's been ignored. So what I'd like to do is get it taxed. Now if we look in here, I wasn't taxing it before because it had such poor income, but it's now gone up to 1,000 after all these turns. It's not a great deal of income, 217, but it does now justify me building something in there to increase the revenue in those places as well, or in that place I should say. Actually, I'm not sure. Is that just the church, is it? To be honest, now I could do with getting rid of those churches and putting them into, or rather creating, industrial units, because they're mainly Orthodox now, aren't they? A little bit further to go. I'll leave it a little bit longer first before I start to do that kind of thing. Right, now, the other thing I wanted to do is bring a brig, one of my brigs here. I think I've got one in here. Brig, yeah. I want to bring him to Portsmouth because I want to cover that place there. I don't want anybody landing there and being able to move in there on the attack. Right, okay. The other thing I wanted to do was make sure that I don't think I need it, to be honest. I don't think I'm going to need it. I was thinking about him picking up these troops and then moving on towards Ireland. Notice he can't get around here and can't get up to that port there, but I have a grand master plan that I hope is going to sort that one out. Maybe get rid of this guy here as well so he doesn't go attacking generals and things, which he's highly likely to do, I would think. My big worry is that I'm going to be leaving, say, this place unprotected. So what I'll do is I'll recruit a sloop in here as well. Right, okay. I'm going to be using those ships in a minute, you'll see very soon, but for now I want to recruit in here. I'm going to get 2 guns, 2 infantry, and a regiment of horse as well. I think that's going to be enough to do what I need to do, but anyway, we shall find out. 22,000 and odd, 22,000 and more, I should say, still left in the pot. I'm occupying my big ships up at the top there, and there are navies down here with decent ships in them. Well, these are just brigs, but they do have some fourth rates. This one here has got a couple of second rates. Now, I don't know if he's added to this fleet, because I thought I could easily beat that fleet, but maybe it's his army I was thinking of, because if you look at the army, that's really defeatable, and I've been half hoping he's going to attack these places here so that I can just wipe him out, and deal with him, deal with the fleets afterwards. I did think I was recruiting more ships somewhere else though, bigger ships. I know I'm recruiting some for the Asian conflict, but anyway, no, I think that's enough for now. Can't do those. All these are all being replenished anyway, so don't need to do anything further there, and we seem to be holding our borders pretty well down here, so let's go for it then, see what happens. I really am excuse me, holding on to a lot of money at the moment, really, that I ought to be spending on some lucrative buildings. Oh, look at that. Do I really need to fight that? That would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? We're going to blow into pieces. But I suspect it might be the only battle on this video. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get in there, line it up, and you'll watch me pummel him to bits. Should only take a few seconds. So, okay, see you in a second. Okay, missed the first shot, I'm afraid, so some's already gone in. What's happening here? Right, okay. 16 out of 26, and 11 out of 11. I haven't targeted anybody, I've just put them all on auto fire, so it shouldn't take too long, should it, to completely wipe those out. He wants to get close enough, of course, so that he can fire at me without me being able to return fire, and we want to make sure that we've killed everybody, so there you go. I might go for the horse actually, because they're the ones who are most likely to cause me any damage at all. I think I could probably just do with going for both really, but my horse are all in diamond formation. I don't think that's a good idea actually, because I think we're just going to end up chasing people off, aren't we? That's not what my dog's doing. She seems to be scratching away at something. Right, okay. Is that it? Why aren't they running yet? Right, okay, they are. 4 of them. These 14. To be honest, I don't think I even need to chase them off the battlefield. I don't. In fact, maybe I'll just leave them actually, and not. Really, they shouldn't come back. Control B. Basically, they shouldn't come back because... Oh, hang on. 4 of them. Surely they're not going to rally, are they? No, surely not. Right, okay. No, they shouldn't come back because these are already defeated troops and they're right on the coast. So I can't see that they've got anywhere to go to anyway. These are poor old Rogers Rangers brought over from America, where they've probably been highly successful murdering Indians. Okay, not quite murder, but... You know, they certainly had the technology in their favour, didn't they, really? Over here, Rogers Rangers, it's a different kettle of fish, isn't it? Run away and live to fight another day makes a great deal of sense. In fact, I tell you what might be even more sense is if you simply change sides and join the Romanian army. Okay, look at that. Oh, poor souls, they've got no chance, have they? 9 out of 26. Okay, let's move over here, folks. It's a little bit greener. We've got green coats, they'll never notice. Yeah, but we've got the officer and a drummer with a red coat. Never mind, they won't see those. They'll think it's a fire that we're starting. Yeah, but if they think it's a fire we're starting, sir, doesn't that mean they'll know where we are? Because they'll see the fire starting? No, not because of all these green coats. They can't just think it's a little fire with nobody else here, can they, sir? Look at him, he's going in for the flank there. Is he actually going to get there? No, he didn't, did he? He really just wanted to get close enough to get one shot in there, didn't he, against my flank. I'm just going to end battle, to be honest with you. Is it really worth doing any more than that? I don't think so. I don't really know why I showed you that. I think it was because I thought that might be my only chance at a land battle for quite some time. You see, Europe is made up of dense areas, so there are a lot of territories very close to one another, a lot of built-up areas, a lot of forts. So there isn't really much room to put a standing army. You know, I think it's all going to be. Hey, did I lose some money? I lost 3 men. How did I lose 3 men? God, I don't know. It's just crazy, isn't it? Never mind. Yeah, it's because I did an end battle, you know. That'll be as simple as that. That's what it'll be. It's assumed that I've lost 3 men in chasing his troops off the field. Oh well, never mind. I think I can cope with losing 3, can't I? Okay. Right, here are the Marathas. No surprise here, really, which is why I'm raising my big navy and preparing a force to go and cut through India. Like I said, I really want to do it from the south. Looks like he's trying to cut that one off, doesn't he? He's blocked that port, hasn't he, from Ceylon? I don't think I... No, I wasn't. I wasn't building any ships down there. Alright, okay. He's bringing up all his religious people, isn't he, to convert the areas. Right, Hanover are behaving. Ah! Württemberg are fighting the Poles. Is that it? Oh, good. Oh, that's the one at Ceylon. Or is it? It's probably not, actually. It's this one here, isn't it? So, he's blockaded my port and raided my trade route. But there isn't any trade because he's blockaded the port. Silly boy. Right, okay, trade agreement cancelled. Yeah, well, there's no surprise there. You've gone to war with me. Port blockaded. That's the one we know about. This recruitment report. Right, now they're the ones in England. Okay, figure those out in a minute. I don't think I need to do anything with any of these. Let's have a look at the one in Hungary. I know it's going to give me a minus. Yes, it is. Did I have a minus anyway? No, I didn't. How happy is Hungary? Oh, they're fine. Plus 12. Let's upgrade that one then, because it's told me about it, so why not? Construction report. Anybody else? Well, Rhineland. Do I need to upgrade that any further? It might just attract somebody to go and attack it, which is perhaps not such a bad thing, actually. Okay, trade route raided we know about. Recruitment report. I'm going to just go and deal with that because it's in England. I know that. I don't need a reference, so I know what's going on there. Construction report we know all about. So yeah, that's full as well, isn't it? Okay, right now let's put my plan for wiping out the British in operation. Now, one thing I'm in 2 minds about is how many troops I need to attack Ireland and to attack Scotland. It does look as though Scotland have only got 1 in there. One thing I do know is that I'm going to need my large army, not my large army, my large fleet, I should say, to pick up those troops and take them over to attack Ireland, because he's going to be able to block me there, isn't he? So maybe I'll just take them all and have done with it, hey? Yeah, what have I got in here? 2 guns. He'll have infantry plus armed citizenry, and it looks like he's got about 8 of them, which is worth about 4 units. I think we'll take him, you know. I do. I think we'll just blow him up with those howitzers over time, won't we? So maybe I could bring over another couple of howitzers. Oh, I haven't got any there. Gun without howitzers? No. Oh, no, I don't know really. What do? I think what I have to do is get the... First of all, I've got to get these on here. That's a given. So they go on to there. Now that means I can't move half of them away, doesn't it? This is where it gets a bit awkward, moving troops around. Right, okay, let's bring my fleet around then. Leave... I thought there was somebody I'd recruited in here that I wanted to leave behind. I thought I'd recruited a brig or something. Did I get it down here? Where did I... Is it here? Must have got it there instead. Right, okay. That was the plan, you see, to bring those around to here. Now, if I brought half of them and then put the other half on here, that would do it. I'm going to have to go in with these alone. Just those, I'm afraid. Right, okay. Well, let's get these... minus a 6 rate or the 6 rate there. Really not too sure. I think I'll bring them all over. Yeah, and then use these to pick those up. Yep. Okay, it's a plan. We have a plan. Yeah, okay. We're going over here, but we're going to pick up those that I want to see if they attack me. If they do, it's good news. Are they still there? Aha. No. Now that's interesting. Ah, that's his lesser of the two fleets, isn't it? Okay, so if I put my ship on there, we should then, hopefully... Oh, big risk. Right, okay. I should now be able to get these over to here. Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good so far. Right, okay. Now, the artillery won't be able to move, of course, but everyone else will be able to, and the artillery can come on as reinforcements. So if I move these, say, to here first, then to there. Right. Demand surrender. They should surrender. Yeah, okay, that's good. I didn't need to move that many in there. That was a bit of a waste, actually. Infrastructure. Okay. Let's see whatever else there is in here. Oh, yeah, I want to get rid of the College of Divinity, I'm afraid. Get rid of that one. Well, I'm sorry for all you Roman Catholics, I should say. Right, now, let's have a look in here. Forge, yeah, maybe, but I don't think I want those yet. Tenanted farms. I think maybe I'll want to look at that. Is this one a minus? Yeah, it is, actually. I don't think I'll bother with anything that's going to give me a minus, actually. Now, they did surrender, so they're usually very happy. They're only on a +1. So I did need that big army, actually. I really did need it. Right, now, next thing I want to do is bring these over to here. Yeah, okay. Then I want these, or one of those ships anyway, to pick them up. So if I put, say, the sloop out here, oh no, maybe I'll put the brig out here. Sloops seem to be more handy for transporting troops for a variety of reasons. I don't think any of these, if I put them up there, will be able to help with this battle that I'm going to do. So I'm going to leave them behind, and I'm just going to bring those up here to here. Yeah, okay, good. And then put these back in there to block that port off, so nothing gets through this sort of soft underbelly of my empire here. And then I will put these on the ships, like so. Good. And attack up there with those. Can I get away with that? Let's try it, shall we? Yeah, it's possible. Looks like I can go all the way. Let's see if we can. Yes! Right, continue siege. Let's have a general in here just to add to things a bit. Yep, general, excellent. Right, now this is going to be a bombard from a distance again, I'm afraid, because I don't think it's going to let me win that on an auto-resolve. It's in my favour, but it's not quite an auto-resolve. We have to think of these as being worth, say, 2 of these being worth 1 infantry unit. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's those 2. Yeah. Then after those 4, which takes us up to there, we have to consider the 1, 2, 3, 4, those worth one horse unit, he's worth a general, and then it is tight actually. This is really, really tight. A demand surrender? No. But if I take these, it wipes out the British completely, so I am going to assault them. Let me just check the battle time though before I do that. Options, game settings, battle time, 20 minutes, no limit. Right, okay. I always do that just to make absolutely certain. You know, switch it off and then switch it back on again. Where is it? Back. Resume game. Good. And let's get in there and blow him up. Probably find he's got no walls. Oh, he has got walls actually, I just saw them. The only thing about these places is that they it's very hard for me to reach over the walls in every place. You know, because they are sort of very large forts, so it's very difficult to get that sort of lift over the walls. You know, in other words, they won't reach the back of one of the large forts from the front. But anyway, what time is it on now? 21 minutes. Time for a sip of the tea and to get into position. So, back in a second. Okay, here we go. Usual setup. I'm not going to show all of this because you know what it's like anyway. Oh, I left my stopwatch on, so I'm having a clue now where I'm up to again. Damn. Okay. Oh, they've gone a little bit too close actually. Let's just pull those back just a little bit. I'll put them all in a group so that I can move them all at the same time. You see. Yep, okay. You know what's going to happen now, don't you? These guns, firing the quicklime shells, are just going to murder everybody on these walls. He's got nearly everybody on here. What's he got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 units out of 10 on the walls there. You usually find that the line... I was going to say off to the left, but they're off to the right on this one. Okay. Now... in that position there, he's actually safe from... I think he is. Can I see where the line is? Oh, he's actually in range of my howitzers there as well. So it looks like I'll be able to blow up every single one of his units, and it happens fairly quickly, to be honest. So in 37 out of 60 rather. We're getting all these down as well. So it's when he gets down to like 1 or 2 men, to be honest with you, it starts to slow down a bit. And of course I've only got 2 howitzers firing here. But he thinks I'm going to assault, or he thinks his own reinforcements are going to come and help him. Neither of those 2 things is going to happen. When I get to the point where all the men have gone on here, or almost gone, or they're all wavering, because that's the idea. If they're all wavering at the same time, then the battle's won anyway. Trouble is, it goes down to 1 or 2 men in order to get to that. But when I've cleared, I'm going to have to clear all that lot there, I think. Or no, if he stays where he is, I might just target this one with one of my howitzers and this one with one of my howitzers when all these are wavering, and then that would just simply be the end of the game. But I'm not going to do anything with those yet because he might bring them up to here, so I'm not going to target them while they're on the way over there. So what's he got in there now? 36 out of 60, 36, 60. I'm just going to watch a couple of shots go in here, and then I'll leave you alone, and I'll finish this off on my own. 11 o'clock now. Okay. Come on. Yep. Wow, look at that lot. Look at that. My goodness me. Talk about chemical warfare. It's amazing, isn't it? Now, okay, what have we got? 34 out of 60, 38, 31, 40 something. I don't know. Anyway, okay, let's see what happens from here then, and I'll show you the results. Unless something happens. I mean, what's really going to happen though? He's got 1 lot of line infantry, and then he's got all these Phylock armed citizenry. He's probably now, with 30 odd in each of those units, he's probably down to half. No, almost. He's down to almost a half in those units. What did he have? 2, 4, 5, 6. He had 7 units. So if you count that one as well, 8 units. That means he's down to 4 units now of infantry because they're halved. And if you remember, 1 was worth 2, so he's basically down to 2. In other words, he's matching my infantry at the moment. but he's got poorer quality. I mean, it's just not going to happen, is it? He's bound to lose. There is absolutely no way that he can win this one at all. So, okay, see you soon, or back on the battle mat. Okay, I thought I might show you what's going on. These are all those that were here before, all completely destroyed, all 8 units of them, whatever they were. The 120 line infantry that were over here took some shots. I don't know if you can see that. There they are, just a few there, about 10 went down. So they decided, we've had enough of this. They went down there, hid down there for a minute. Then they ran all the way along here and hid over here for a few minutes. So I went to destroy those, and then they decided to come back up, and they run all the way back over to this. Well, they ran, sorry, all the way back over to this corner here to join the rest of them, which perhaps wasn't the best move that they could have made, really. In fact, the best move that they could make would be to withdraw their handkerchiefs from their pockets, stick them on the end of their bayonets, and wave them around vigorously. But for some reason, they don't seem to have that option. But in fact, looking at the trousers, they could take their trousers off and wave those around on their bayonets, because, to be quite honest, their arses are hanging out the window anyway, aren't they, really? I don't know if you know that expression, but in other words, they're totally exposed, is the way that we put it. So let's watch a couple of these go off. I was expecting, actually, that this would be about it when he came back. They're being buoyed, if you like. They're being supported by the fact, or helped by the fact, that they're behind fortifications. If you look on the well, it says concerned casualties sustained on there now, but before it says you know, I don't know, encouraged by fortifications. I thought, I don't think I'd be encouraged by these fortifications personally, but anyway, like I said, all we need to do is get one more unit. What is it? One more unit unhappy, one more unit. I was going to say routing or something, but it's not really, it's wavering. All I need to do is get it wavering, and then I'm sorted, aren't I? Both guns are firing. Can't do any more than that. Here they are. They're on super speed. You can't hear them. I'll just put them on normal speed so you can hear something. Okay, super. General just behind. Haven't lost anybody. The horse hasn't needed to do anything because he hasn't had any enemy horse that he can just throw out against my my howitzers. I did put some infantry in front though, just in case somebody did decide to come out and fight me on a one-to-one. I'd rather lose line infantry than lose artillerymen. So, oh, there you go. He must have started to waver, did he? Yeah, there you go. All 3 wavering. How many did he have? Oh no, it won't tell me, will it? Okay, do I do end battle and he give me some casualties? That wouldn't be fair, would it? But this game isn't really very fair sometimes. Right. Those who expect to reap the blessings of freedom must, like men, undergo the fatigue of supporting it. Yeah. Are we nearly there? Sounds like a child in the back of a car, doesn't it? Are we nearly there yet, Dad? Oh, right, okay. No, it's been kind to me this time. I haven't lost a single man on that one. It's probably going to need troops to go up there and make it happy. Seems to be taking its time. Oh, it's on yellow! Excellent! Oh, the Scots feel liberated from the British Empire, that's what it is. 1707, it all became one country, didn't it? So, what we've done is we've now, well, actually, we've just made it part of the Romanian Empire. But hey-ho. Right, I think that is probably all I need to do up there. I've done this one, haven't I? And I've got rid of the cathedral, not cathedral, well, whatever it is, I don't know. Some kind of religious building that's up there. Now, this one, is that a -1? Yeah, it's a minus. I don't think I'm going to do that. Right, okay, region captured, region captured. Never tells me now, nation destroyed. But it certainly is, nation destroyed. I wonder about putting those, well, certainly the sloop, into there. I don't know, really. I need to have something covering the ports. I think I'd rather have the sloop, if anywhere. I thought I raised 2 so that I could put... Ah, something's gone wrong, hasn't it? Something has gone wrong. Right, okay, if I put a sloop into there, I can then shunt everything round, can't I? Well, let's do that then. Let's put the sloop into there. Okay, and then put the brig into here. The main thing is I want to cut off any direct attacks that can be made again, specifically against London. Now, somebody can go there and attack the Irish, but that doesn't, well, my Irish army now. Oh, they can't reach now. That's odd. Hang on, somebody can. He can. Which ones can't reach? That's strange. My bigger ships seem to be able to go further than my others. I don't quite know why that is, but I do, I think, want to keep this fleet together. Maybe if I can get the 6th rate to go somewhere. 5th rate even. No, I don't want to put my big ships into there. I think what I'm going to have to do is bring these. I might just have to split this fleet, you know. Never a wise thing to do, is it? I'm thinking about covering that port there, so nobody can just jump in there. But are these on green yet? No, they're not. Yellow. I wonder if I can get one army out of there. If I can get one out and put him in there, that would cover that port. Will they be happy? Yes, they are. Excellent. Oh, good. Right, well, let's solve that problem. I know that one there is still exposed, but I think, in fact, well, is it worth looking into it? I think it is, actually, isn't it? You never know. Let's see what happens. Yellow. Excellent. Okay. You can cover that one then. Right. Okay. And then these can cover here. This is the least important one, of course, because, well, I don't know, Ireland's got a massive army in there to defend it, so these will just join the rest of the army as soon as they can, I suppose. No, can't move yet. No, of course, doesn't make any sense that they should, does it? So looking into here, I can now see, for major nations, we don't have any Britain anymore. So we've lost Spain, we've lost France, we've lost the Ottomans, we've lost Austria, and now we've lost Britain as well. Maybe somebody else along the way who's a major nation. Really not too sure. The United States has appeared, because Britain has been destroyed, of course. So I wonder if I can trade with the United States. Anyway, that's all for another video, because it's got really, really late and I need to make up this video. So Britain are now out of the game, and I'm going to get nearly 25,000 next turn. I think I maybe need to pay a bit of attention as to how I can increase that. What about Denmark? It won't tell me how many there are in there, will it? Will it? Okay, well, the Romanian Empire has now stretched. You can see all this dark blue on here, navy blue if you like. All the way around here, all the way around the North Africa areas, the whole of the Mediterranean. I think there's one place in the Black Sea that's owned by Russia, maybe two, but apart from that, the whole thing is very definitely, but that's Prussia, of course, up there, and that's Prussia as well, I think, yeah. And these are Sweden, the slightly lighter blues. The very, very dark blue, the darkest blue, that's me. So, okay, well, if nobody attacks me around the middle here, it looks like it may well be Denmark, Sweden, and all the way around the top there next, and see if we can help out the good old Ruskies, who've been an absolutely fantastic ally. They really have. I don't know how many they've got left now in terms of regions. Let's go and have a quick look. Which are Russia? Yep. Open negotiations. Regions. Yeah, they've got 4 regions left. Those 3, one other. Absolutely devastating for them, isn't it? So maybe now's my time to jump in here, destroy the Swedes, Norway, all the way up here, perhaps Finland, take out Denmark, all this here, make this mine, and then see if that gives the Russians an opportunity to grow. It might well do, give them an opportunity to bring this back, and then Poland as well. If I take these away here, then it looks like it could be Russia, Poland, and the Romanians who control the whole of Europe. Now I also need to think about the Marathas and see what I can do about those. Anyway, yet again, thanks for watching, folks.